Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. This is complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
To the air again, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Final play of the half, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Marr now to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw, escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's bring it. Hustle.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing here, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final, and a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated.